It's 8:30. Good morning. I'm Ian Crouch with Hunter News. Witnesses have told police they saw a man running away moments before a former butcher shop and general store at Muswellbrook went up in flames this morning. Fire crews arrived just before 1:30 to find the Richmond Street property well alight. Police say a side door and rear grille appear to have been forced open. The building has been vacant for several years. Meanwhile, police are treating a fire which severely damaged a house at Talara last night as suspicious. The single-storey home on Kappa Street went up in flames about 9:30. with the roof collapsing at the height of the blaze. Hunter environment groups are preparing to challenge the validity of a mine proposed for the state's Central West at a public meeting. The New South Wales Independent Planning Commission will hold the meeting at Mudgee ahead of its final decision on whether the controversial coal project will go ahead in the Bylong Valley. The South Korean company behind the proposal would use 400 hectares to extract 6.5 million tonnes of coal each year. Bev Smiles from the Hunter Community Network says if the mine is approved, it will impact the availability of resources.
The real issue for us is the project that's currently before the commissioners is a small project. We've seen time and time again, as soon as a small project is approved, they come back and want to enlarge it.
Junior doctors at Hunter hospitals fear repercussions if they report being bullied, harassed or discriminated against at work. A new report has found up to 61% of trainee doctors at the Calvary Mater Hospital have experienced inappropriate behaviour from a fellow staff member in their workplace. The Herald reports the John Hunter, Maitland and Belmont hospitals also returned a poor report card when it comes to staff well-being. The Tea Gardens community could be forgiven for thinking the town is in line for a new police station. Construction fencing has been erected outside the existing station with an artist's impression on it depicting a brand new building. However, Port Stephens MLC Catherine Cusack has told the Herald there are no plans to demolish the existing station and build a new one. It's being refurbished instead. It comes as the state government announces a $1 million upgrade of the Karua police station. A Lake Macquarie project announced in the June state budget is gaining traction with artist designs unveiled for Waigi train station. The station set to undergo upgrades installing 3 lifts, accessible parking and a kiss and ride drop-off station. Lake Macquarie MP Greg Piper says locals should attend an information session tomorrow and share their thoughts.
The pop-up is actually going to be held at front of the station, I understand, between 5pm and 7pm. So they'll be able to go along and see artists' impressions, talk about how it's going to work. If anyone has any advice about how they think the access ways should be.
The Fort Scratchley Historical Society says they've been overwhelmed by the generosity of Hunter residents who've given their time to knit more than 2,100 poppies for Remembrance Day. The figure represents the number of Newcastle and Hunter soldiers who lost their lives in World War I. And a special ceremony will take place at Fort Scratchley this Sunday with performances from the Callaghan Choir and Army Reenactment Unit. Society President Frank Carter says there's big plans for the beautiful poppies.
They're mounting them on old camouflage nets from World War II that we have up at the fort. As you walk in the front gate and look to your right, there's a small hill that leads up to the flagpole. So the idea is to have them basically running down that hill so they can be seen from out on the main road and as you come into the fort.
2NURFM Sport.
Newcastle cricketer Jason Sangha has put himself in the frame for national selection after hitting a century for New South Wales in their Sheffield Shield match against Tasmania yesterday. The 19-year-old scored 117 runs and helped steer New South Wales to a commanding lead with national selector Trevor Hohns and Test captain Tim Payne in the ground. Former Australian Test player Kerry O'Keefe has told Fox Sports Sangha is a special talent.
Jason Sangha, this is the guy that can save the Centre of Excellence. It can save the development programs. This is a player of the ages. He is the best, technically, we've had since Ponting. He has got a technique that will get runs on most decks.
The Newcastle Knights have returned to training with a number of senior players yet to join the pre-season camp. Coach Nathan Brown says the club is also hoping to bring in some new recruits to bolster the forward pack.
They're not a test player, they have the potential to be a test player. For our forward pack, that's a position that we certainly need to strengthen, a position that, with our cap we've planned to strengthen, and we've thrown a few punches and had a few misses, and hopefully over the next sort of 4, 6, 8 weeks, hopefully something falls away in that area.
And Jets W League defender Larissa Crummer has been ruled out of the Matildas' upcoming friendly match against Chile in Newcastle with a thigh strain. And the winning numbers in Oz Lotto are 22, 15, 14, 23, 27, 3 and 34, and the supplementaries are 33 and 8. 2NURFM News Time 25 to 9.